Hello everyone, you have reached my corner of YouTube. This is a Flosstube channel, which means it's a channel all about cross-stitching and my journey to stitch all the things. Today is Monday, October 6th. This is Flosstube number 35. My name is Katie. We are back to normal. And I have a lot to talk about. I'm kind of afraid it's going to be a long video. There's some business stuff to get out of the way. This is a Flosstube channel. Like I said, I talk about my cross stitching. I do my videos on Monday. We have had a ton of new subscribers thanks to Just Keep Stitching, Pam and Steph. They shouted me out right at the beginning of our vacation. So it was kind of bad timing because we did daily vlogs of our vacation, not normal Flosstubes, and I didn't get very much stitching done on vacation because we was having a blast doing all the tourist things. So this is my normal spot, Mondays. I like to talk about my progress I've made since the last video. I figured I'd do a quick re-intro because we went from 811 to 907 subscribers, which just blows my mind. I really wanted to hit 1,000 and it's just now it seems achievable. Thank you so much for everybody that's new. For people that are returning, thank you so much for coming back. For people that have hit that subscribe button, I just can't say thank you enough. It means the world to me. It makes me feel like this is worth doing, which is great because I love being a part of this community and I love doing this. And I was really excited to get back to it today. I have a lot to talk about. Like I said, I figured a quick reintroduction. Like I said, my name's Katie. I'm 47 years old. No, I'm 46. I do that all the time. I am happily married. Fred was on my daily vlogs for vacation. He is back to work now, so he doesn't get to be on my weekly videos. I will try to squeeze him in sometimes if I can with like a check-in small video or something. Jeremiah is our kiddo. He is 27 years old. I normally get his right. For some reason, the 7 likes to stick with mine. He is the joy of my life. I think I hear him coming now. He likes to do cameos. That's why I named it Jeremiah's Mom. That's Jeremiah.
Hi.
Just a quick, if you saw the daily vlogs, he has a disability called cerebral palsy. He was born 2 months early and forgot I wasn't breathing for him. So the lack of oxygen caused his physical disability, which luckily only affects his legs. So he cannot walk long distances. So when we're outside running around doing touristy stuff, he's in a wheelchair. In here, he's on his knees. So that's why he looks like...
Yeah, for some reason that just works for
that
me.
works
I'm
for
on
him.
my knees right now.
So he's on his knees and I'm in a chair, and that's why we look like we're the same height. So for us, it's so normal. I forget to mention it to people. So
I don't even think about it.
We don't think about it. So you'll be back later for plans. He also likes to jump in with some sound effects for certain projects. I'm working on a long dog, which is Ragnarok.
Let's go.
And yeah, I thought that was the... Wait, what's the other one? Oh my gosh.
Do you really not know it?
Yeah. Hang on, I'm going to pause you. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm out of practice. Wow.
Mom's not used to this.
I know. We have to get vacation brain still.
For the long dog.
Ragnarok,
Skull.
he does Skull, which is a Viking cheers chant.
Yeah.
And then I'm also doing a pain-free craft. See, my brain is Yggdrasil.
Woo!
Which is the tree of life. It's another Norse Viking theme. And he started the woo accidentally, and it became a thing. And he has a big ego. Now he scratched me.
Sorry.
I know. Evidently your nails are... Anyway, we got to get back at this.
Okay.
Okay, all right. as you can see, my words come out wrong. I am who I am. I leave it in because that's just me. If I tried to do a whole new video, I'd be here all day and I would mess it up too. I've tried before. Trust me, it doesn't make a difference. I just screw up in new ways. I get to be a stay-at-home mom so that I can be involved with Jeremiah's growing up and all of his physical therapy and occupational therapy. And I was so thankful for that. It's been a great journey, and cross-stitching was something I could do watching him age way too quickly. So it's just something I could do with my hands. I've always been a crafty person. My mom was very crafty. She never did cross-stitching, but she always did something. She did the ceramics like back in the day and was very, very good at it. I just can't paint that kind of thing. I always liked the latch hook rugs and needlepoint. And I went to the store one day and I was walking past all the counted cross stitch and I saw a dragon. And I've always loved fantasy and dragons. And I thought, I wonder if I can do that. And I don't know what it was. It just clicked and I fell in love, and I've been stitching ever since. That was in high school. And then I started more like every day when Jeremiah was born. So I say I've been stitching for 28 years because it seems like a good explanation. I've done, I did the Yahoo groups back in the day. I was lucky enough to do model stitching. My pride and joy for model stitching was Rosewood Manor. I really enjoyed stitching for her. She was a fantastic person. I always am happy to see when people stitch her stuff because I get to meet her and she's a really great person. Then I kind of quit because it became too much of a job, and it's hard to do a piece that I didn't really love. And so I noticed stitching for my family was better. I then started focusing on all nautical stuff pretty much because my mother loved nautical. And she would harass me if I stitched on anything else. So I did some seasonal stuff for me and I love monthly stuff and that kind of thing. Right behind me is a soda stitch that I just changed for Hello Autumn. They did all 4 seasons. I just changed it. I have a colorful eagle because we love patriotic stuff. That's by Kitty and me. And I have 2 Mill Hill kits, Camping Out and Cabin Fever. I've really always loved Mill Hill kits as well. Unfortunately, I lost my mom 3 years ago this Friday, I think. No, next Friday. So when I lost her, it was let's go back through my whips and see what do I want to stitch. And I pretty much got rid of all of my nautical pieces except for a few. And now I'm all gung-ho seasonal and fantasy and stuff like that, and Viking for Jeremiah. That's enjoyable, and it's been a learning curve to figure out who I was. Somewhere in there is when I discovered I liked the gnomes. So I'm trying to do gnomes. I'm doing a gnome along with Stitching by the Shore Laura, and a lot of people have joined in, and that's great. I mention people all the time. I forget people all the time. I am so thankful for the friends I have made because of this wonderful community that we have built. It's just so amazing. And like I've said before, thank you guys for the friendships and for being there in the comments and reaching out. And it's just been wow. So I think that's a quick explanation of who I am. I am a paper pattern stitcher. I never upgraded to the tech. I use a tally counter for counting my stitches. I use a magnet board, so when I move my magnet down to the next row, I add in the stitches. The first few hours when I got the tally counter, I was like, oh, this is going to be hard to get used to, and now it's so normal, I don't even know I'm doing it. I use plastic boxes and floss bobbins for my floss, and I use plastic envelopes like this that I get on Amazon or Walmart for my projects. I have a few project bags. I got kind of addicted, so I got some of those too. So this is kind of before vacation and during vacation and after vacation stitching to catch up on my stitching. So I have a lot to talk about. I have 10 whips, 2 finishes, 1 finish for now, and 2 starts. That's not where I wanted it first. This is going to be chaos. I have 1, 2, 3 notebooks in front of me and then paper notes. So enjoy the ride. I want to give away. Megan from MJ Stitches 23 did a giveaway on her channel. I was lucky enough to win, if I can get it out of the bag. It is a 2 Cute Dimensions kit that says, welcome to group therapy with some drinks. I cannot wait to stitch it. It's so cute. Thank you so much, Megan, for doing the giveaway. I really am glad I won and can't wait to add this. It's cute because it's on Black Ada, and I bet those collars will really pop, or however you say that. So thank you, Megan. I did get it while I was on vacation. I did let her know, but now everybody knows. So hang on 1 minute. Okay, now to the whips and all that. So let's go back here. The first one I worked on, which was, yep, like I said, September 15th. I worked on Black Pearl, which is by the Witchy Stitcher. Here's what it's going to look like. I fell in love with this one when I saw Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches working on it, and I knew I had to have it. Now, if I don't put my envelopes on my notes, that will help a lot. I worked on this one day during this time. I'm in a lot of challenges on Facebook groups. This was for ABC Ingo. It was for the W call. That's going to be kind of hard to catch up on because I already have a lot to talk about. So I did successfully get a bingo, and I am so happy to report that. It was a blast, as always. That is in Monthly Magazine Challenge. I do have the links to join Monthly Magazine Challenge and Stitching by the Shore. They both do monthly challenges. The Monthly Magazine does an acrostic that I love doing. Then every now and then they do the month-long challenge. So that was the ABC Ingo. The next one I believe will be in January. But I love the monthly acrostics to give me kind of fun to plug stuff in. And Stitching by the Shore, she does an I Spy where you get a prompt. And this month, I think one is something scary. So you stitch something that you think fits that, and you post a before and after. You can make your own goals. They're just fun challenges. I'm also in a whole bunch of other challenges. I really love them. I'm already stitching. It makes it a game. And when you're a completionist, you get a point, and you get a check. And that's what makes me happy. Yeah, sometimes I stress myself out because I want to get everything done, and there's no way I'm going to get everything done. But I just have to relax and enjoy my stitching. Anyway, I'm rambling. Here is where I was before on Black Pearl. Like I said, I only put 1 day into it, but let's see. I am using 32 count Shadowbrook Opalescent Lugana that was probably from Silkweaver. I got it a long time ago. And the DMC thread I'm using is 796. I absolutely love the choices. My husband helped pick it out. I only added 100 because it was a Monday and that's my busy day, but I'm really happy with my progress. And there it is for now. Okay. That was my first whip. Then on Tuesday, I worked on When I Think of Summer. That is by Puntini. Here's what it's going to look like. I'll go ahead and show you that. Really, I guess I could take that one down and show you. Here I was. I think, unless I deleted the picture because that was a long time ago. That was Tuesday the 16th, first time I pulled it out, but I've pulled it out 3 times. I really wanted to get it finished because it was one of 2 summer pieces that I really wanted to get done and out of the way. And one time I got this out for the video, and I held up the wrong piece and talked about the wrong piece, so that was extra funny. So, it's on 32 count Lt Taupe Lugana. I don't know what I've showed you. I might have showed you the before. I might not have. Who knows? This is one of my finishes. I am stitching this one 2/2. The Black Pearl is also 2/2. And here it is all done. And I love it so much. Let me see if I could get my paper easy. Probably not. Hang on a minute. That's the only bad thing about using these envelopes is I don't know how things can get lost. You know what? I think it's over here. Hang on a bit. If you think next week is going to be better, it probably won't. I am me. This one took me 6 days, 1,916 stitches total. I started it June 26th this year, finished it on the 5th of October. I absolutely love it. This little, I love the two buttons that come with each one. So now I only have the autumn left. This is one of my seasonal sets I picked for this year for 2025. And I figured while I'm talking about this one, I'll just show you real fast. Here is the spring one, which is adorable. Puntini is really just a fantastic designer. I love her stuff. And here is the winter one. I know the buttons are all crooked. And here is the autumn one, which will be on my board to be picked, or it'll be progress soon. I definitely want it finished before winter starts. So hopefully, of course, my two summer ones I just got finished, so they didn't quite make the cut, but I did as good as I could. So after 3 days in this time, I think, yep, 3 days in this time period, I got that one finished. Yay. Okay. And then normally I mention my stitch counts, but I got 704 done on one day. That'll be kind of hard to flip through. Then I worked on it Saturday and Sunday this week, and I got 280 on Saturday. I got 512 yesterday, and so that was when I was able to finish it. I was really happy I finally finished it. Okay, so then whip number 3 was the Peppermint Purple SAL. This is the 2025 SAL from Peppermint Purple. I am doing the purple colorway. This is what mine kind of looks like. I am doing, I thought I heard somebody, I am doing the everything free for my first one. This is my first Peppermint Purple SAL. I've always loved black work, but I have never tried a Peppermint Purple. So I was really glad to see a friend stitching it, and she said it's free, and I said, well, how can I say no to free? So I'm using 32 count Platinum Lugana. A new section is released every Wednesday, but I'm doing them every 2. So this has weeks 37 and 38. I did not get it out last week because I was hurrying to try to finish my summer pieces. So it will be back out hopefully today to add weeks 39 and 40. But here it is right now. So I said this is 32 count Platinum Lugana. The inside is 155. The first outside is 333. And this far outer border is 550. I'm pretty sure, now I don't remember, of course. I think I did this one and this one. Pretty sure. Yeah, and then the next two will be here. So they were a little bit bigger sections. It took me 668 stitches, which back stitching you divide by 2 for the Facebook games. So it was 334. And this is day 23 on this project. And I only worked on it once during this time. So it will hopefully be back out today after I get done with my video. Okay. After that one, I pulled out Summertime, which is by New York Dreamer. That was the last one of that set that I had left to finish. So I really wanted to get it finished during summer would have been great, but it didn't happen. sneak peek. But I took that one on vacation with me because it worked for the numbers and the ABC Ingo. So let me get it out while I'm thinking of it. So like I said, I got this whole set in 2019. Now I'm lost forever. I do this a lot, trust me. Got this whole set 2019. I finished winter in 2021. It took me 10 days. I'll go ahead and show you that because they're too beautiful. And I did these on 32 count vintage country mocha 2/2. This is winter. It took me 10 days. I finished it in January 2021. Did I hold that still long enough? I'm sorry. I'm really worried how long the video is going to be. This did use some specialty threads and some DMC. I used, I think, what was called for. If not, I will put it in the description below. Okay, then I did spring. I started it in February of 2022. And I did it for a challenge, so I worked on it every day in February that year. That's spring. See, now I can't even sort them. And it took me 25 days because I did it in small chunks. There is that one. And it's the same thing. It's some specialty threads and some DMC. So I finished that one in February 2022. Then in November 2022, I started autumn. I finished it in September of 2024. I don't know why. This one only took 12 days though, so that was better than doing it in small sections. So summertime was the final one that I needed to do, and I really wanted to get it done this year. So I started it April this year, April 10th, 2025. And October 2nd, I finished it. It took me 13 days. And there is 3,110 stitches. So I used it for ABC Ingo for the motifs. They did numbers this year. And so like you could do a letter for a motif. So if I did sand, that was for motifs. So it worked really good for that one. That's why I took it on vacation with me. And it was a joy to stitch. When we got home, let me see. When we got home, I knew I wanted to finish it. So I worked on it Wednesday and Thursday I was able to finish it. So I was really glad to get it done. But I worked on it 2 days while we was on vacation too. So that's my second finish. For this time, let's see. This is finish. My notes are so out of control. This is finish number 16 for the year. And when I think of summer was finish number 17 for the year. So that's cool. Okay. You think I can get it all back in the envelope? Probably not. Jeremiah gave me a dirty look. No. Yeah. Thanks for the... Well, I'll probably throw in stuff I don't want to put in the envelope, and then I'll be looking for it forever. And I don't know if I said it. We live in Indiana. Today is the last 80-degree day, and then it's finally going to get cool, and we can't wait. So now I just said, I threw it on the floor. Okay, let me see. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Whip 5 was the Honeybee Mill Hill. This is what it's going to look like. I pulled this out because B was called for ABC Ingo. I started this one May 21st. This is day 4 on this one. I am stitching it on the perforated paper. Here's where I was before. And I ended up adding 363 stitches on September 18th. And I love it. So cute. I was glad to finally get the head on the bee. And I think the wings are finished other than back stitching. So the background has to be done for some of the back stitching. So I was waiting for that. So I popped the head on just so it stopped looking headless. And this is using the normal kit threads and beads. And I love Mill Hill kits. They're just so, other than the sorting of the floss, they're so much fun. I have a lot. I have a tub full of just Mill Hills that I want to do. And I keep buying them. Because, you know, you have to have them all. Okay, and this one gets to stay in this cute bee project bag that a friend of mine made. Alicia, thank you so much. It's adorable yellow on the back. Has an adorable bee charm. I have 2 bags of hers and I absolutely love them. So the others so far have just been in boring plastic. Then on the 19th, I pulled out Grow Together, which is my oldest whip. I pulled it out for O in the ABC Ingo Challenge. It's also over 1. This is a Heaven and Earth design. The artwork is done by Jim Warren. I always have loved his artwork. He takes things and makes it look like something different. So there's a woman and her hair ends up being a waterfall, or there's a wave. It's really what he's known for. And the wave is horses running. It's just beautiful. So this one is really neat. Some people think it's creepy. I do not. When Jeremiah does walk very short distances, he holds onto my arm just like this picture. So when I first saw this on Heaven and Earth, I was like, well, I have to have that. Because that's just so me and him. And then, yeah, you hold on to one another and grow together and make a team. And that's what we do. So I just knew that this one had to be mine. But it's took me forever. Let's see. I have a quick note. Yeah, I started this one in 2013. So of my whips in my whip list, this is my oldest. That's the easiest way to explain it. I've took some whips, you know, out a long time ago. So, and here is where I am now. And this is 28 count, 1/1. It's just a light blue even weave. So I'm doing 1/1 full coverage. I do the typewriter method across the whole page, but this one, because I started it a long time ago and I put it down for a long time, I'm changing it so that I'll end up going across the whole page. So it's kind of trying to catch up. I do the parking method, as you can see. I added 186. This is extremely slow because it's very, very confetti heavy, but I love it when I get it done because it's just so beautiful. When I get stitches added, not when I get it done. When I get it done, it's going to be fantastic. I have 2 finished Heaven and Earths. I did a Pirate Dragon and I did Hold On to Hope. I love them both. They are not on display here. They're too big for where we live now. So they're in storage, but I cannot wait to get them back on the wall. So that was the 19th. We're slowly catching up, guys, and I only worked on that one day. Okay, next up is one of Jeremiah's pieces. This is Ragnarok.
Go!
This is my first long dog, and I love it. I don't know what it is about long dog. They are like hypnotic and wonderful to work on. I think I have the, or if I didn't say, here's what it's going to look like. I was looking for a more Norse Viking pieces in my first long dog, and a lady suggested Ragnarok, and I said, well, what's that? And I looked into it and I said, well, yeah, I have to do that. So this is day, let's see, I worked on this one 2 days. So I ended up getting 102 added for day 3, and I added 175 for day 4. I am doing this one on a different page. Oh, I'm doing this one. You know what? I don't think I have it wrote down. Oh, yeah, I know it. 32 count vintage country mocha. 1/1 full X. Here I was before, I think, if I have that. See, it's thrown me off because I worked on it a few days. And I am using DMC 3818. I found my paper. Started this one July 10th of this year. Oh, I always say it's chaos, guys. It is. And here is where I am now. This is day 4. I love it. Look at the little bird. It's so cute. And Jeremiah picked out the green. I told him he could pick any DMC, and he stared at the shelf and went, wow. His favorite color is green, so I'm not surprised that he ended up picking this one. So it was very cool, and I really love the way it's turning out. I'm doing this one just the one color, so I don't have to do a parking method because I go until the thread ends. Sometimes I end it on the back if I just need to put it away. So that's it for now. And this one gets to stay in this beautiful bag that is by AZ Family Zoo on Etsy. I put her in my description below. She does fundraising for animals that they take care of as a family. That's definitely a charity that I can get behind. And it's also a beautifully well-made bag. I love the charm. And it's very large, so it holds everything I need, which is wonderful. I ended up getting 2 bags from her, which the next one is the next bag. So that's too cool. Okay, let me see. This was the Sunday after we was on vacation. Hang on. Okay, and I decided on a new start. This was for S. So I pulled out Holiday Truck Ornaments, which is a Dimensions kit. I got this on a Unstash page, which they are bad. I should not follow them. This is one of those that's done on plastic canvas. I used it for S because the Santa one, but I got started on the, let me see, on the Merry Christmas camper, which is so cool because my mom loved campers. And here is my little start. I ended up adding 114. I only got 1 day while we was on vacation. But it's so cute, and I really am looking forward to getting back, which I hold up my whips and I say how much I love them, and I say I can't wait to get back, and that's why they're whips. Why work on something we don't enjoy? So I try not to say it, but I end up saying it pretty much for everyone. And that's just using the kit DMC. And this is my other bag from Family AZ Family Zoo, and it's Christmas themed. I end up actually have like 3 projects in here because of how nice size it is, and I love it. They are so well made, and this one has a cute little Christmas tree charm. So cute. Okay. Let's see, then the next one is in the same bag, and I started it on Tuesday the 23rd. It was for H, and it is Hope, which is a Dimensions kit. Here's what it's going to look like. It is another one I got on the DSesh group. And I normally, I'm going to take a quick moment to blame my stitching bestie, which is Stitching with Lisa. Hi, Lisa. We met through comments on my Flosstube, and you know, have you ever got a comment from somebody you're just like, I need to talk to them more? So I reached out to her, and we talk every day, and I love it so much. And Except for my husband is like, what'd Lisa make you get now? And this is what she made me get this time. She keeps making me get stuff, you guys. I only have one day on this one. It is on the plastic canvas. It is so cute. There's my little start. I added 111. I can't wait to get back to it. It's really cute. Thank you, Lisa, for the push. I didn't get the dimension kits when they were popular, so now I'm having to buy the dimension kits now that they're vintage. That one I don't think is classified as vintage. But it works. I ended up getting like 3 right in a row from an Unstash page. So Fred's so cute as would Lisa make you get now? And I go, well, that's really cute. So I can always rationalize it. Then it was summertime, and then I actually didn't stitch a few days on vacation, so I was happy to get home. That's when I finished summertime. So that was my 2 finishes. Then my finish for now, I am doing the Jardin Prive along the nesting boxes, which has a French title. Here's what it's going to look like. I saw this on Instagram, and a person was stitching it monthly for a year. And I thought, oh, that's such a cool idea. It ends up being 2 fence posts and the stuff in the middle each month. And I thought, what a fun way to stitch it. So, of course, I had to do it too. And I started this one this year. I'm pretty sure it was my New Year, New Start. I don't have that, of course. Let me see. Now I'm on the wrong page. Okay. So I've tried to get it out at the beginning of the month and get it done so that I don't put it off too long and do each section. And I finished October, so I got it out on the 2nd, and I added day 35, I added 520, and on the 3rd, I had a wonderful stitching day. I added 671, and on the 4th, I was able to finish the section with 90 more. So October, let me see, I'm going to show you the whole piece. I just, so cute, and this is on 32 count Platinum Lugana 2/2. This is the whole thing now. Okay. My board got too short for this one. And here is closer on the October section. So as you can see, it was like 2 fence posts and all the stuff in the middle. So the October took me 3 days, and it was 1,281 stitches for just that section. And then let me look real quick, the whole piece. If I can spell nest. The whole piece now has 11,749 stitches. And I can't believe there's only November and December left to do. So this one will be a finish for now, and it will come back out the beginning of November. And by then I forget what the section is, so I'm always real excited to bring it back out. And I started this one, yes, I did. This was my New Year, New Start for this year. And I said this is 37 days now, I think. If I didn't, now you know. And I ordered this from 123 after seeing it on Instagram. And I got this, like, I had to have all the Jardin Prive this year. I am doing a whole bunch of hers, and I have a whole bunch ready to go. So that was 3 days, and that's finally on my whips. Wow. Oh, I know it was chaos. Okay, finished for now. So now I need to talk about plants. So last month my focus was ABC Ingo. I told you I finished it. So I kind of failed on my other challenges, which is okay. I think the monthly magazine challenge acrostic I was able to finish. I was not able to finish all of Adelaide's, the Adelaide stitches. I love she's doing an acrostic now too, and I don't think I finished all the I Spy. but that is okay. The ABC Ingo is the focus. And then we left on vacation the 20th. Also, I am 2 weeks behind on Flosstube. And when you go to the subscriptions and you have to go like this multiple times, that means you're way behind. So I'm doing the best I can. I miss seeing what you guys are up to, and I hope to catch up soon. I unfortunately am having to skip a few because I know I can't watch them all. So for this month, I was thinking, what did I want to do? Hang on one second. I have wrote down the magazine monthly acrostic. I have wrote down the Adelaide acrostic. I have wrote down the I Spy. I want to get back involved with the hashtag whip into shape for the runner stitcher. He made a comment that hopefully I could catch up because there was less miles. Now I haven't worked on it. I don't even know how long, and I miss it. I want to get back working on the bird SAL. So stitch all the things, right? But I thought it would be fun. I have a whip wheel with the Tiny Decision app with just my Halloween pieces. I have several that'll be new starts. I have those listed, and I have all of my whips on another wheel. And I did want to say, what does that mean? So I have 35 current whips that I've worked on this year. I have 20 that are kitted and ready to be started. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the most current count. And I have 10 things that I have not worked on this year. So altogether, that means I have 65 whips. I've recently took out, when I did my whip parade around my birthday in May, I took out one and made it a UFO, and I unkitted some and took those out of my whip list. So these are supposed to be things I really want to work on. As of right now, who knows? That'll probably change. And I'm adding new stuff all the time, guys. I really do. So anyway, I'm going to have Jeremiah spin on Mondays, which I know a lot of you are looking forward to. He's going to spin one spin from my Halloween wheel and one spin from my just whip wheel. And I figure that will give me a guideline for my week. And then I want to leave time for the normal stuff, the bird SAL and stuff screaming stitch me and Yggdrasil. Because that hasn't been worked on the way it deserves to be. So Jeremiah is my spinner. If I spin, I don't do it. I just keep spinning until I find something I like. So this is the Halloween wheel. Ooh, and it's a new start. Pumpkin party. And I'll show you what it is. And you know what? Now I don't even know. Pumpkin party. I think that's a Jardin Prive. Pumpkin party. It is a Jardin Prive. This one is because of Stitching by the Shore. Laura, she held it up for, I think she did a whip parade. And I said, well, I have to have that. Yeah. I like to blame other people for my stitching. So I think the real name is Happy Halloween Pumpkin Party. So we're calling it Pumpkin Party. I'm going to write that down, or otherwise we'll go, hey, what was that?
Pumpkin Party. Pumpkin
Party. You need one of them party favors. You know.
Don't give people ideas.
That's true. Okay, now we'll switch to work on what? That's a busy wheel.
Yes, it is.
Pick a good one. Pick a good one.
Oh,
another Halloween piece. This is Trick or Treat by Luminous Fiber Arts. This is what it's going to look like. I have this one started. My content supervisor, is that what I called you? Yeah, went shopping with me at a local stitching store, and he picked this one out, and he said, do it on an orange fabric. So I'm doing it on pumpkin fabric with a green thread, of course, because, you know, so that's kind of funny. So I get to work on 2 Halloween pieces, Trick or Treat by Luminous Fiber Arts. Okay, and Peppermint Purple
Peppermint
Pepper. Do you have anything you want to say?
Hi to all the fans.
Hi to all the fans. You can't name them all because
I
you
can't
just.
name them all.
I always go.
Yep.
I know who you are.
The people know who they are.
Yeah, and like we went from
everybody
811 to what did I say 907.
Yeah, so there's way too many to name. So, hi to the fans.
Hi to the fans.
And yeah,
thank you for watching Little Old Us.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of people we have. We
got a lot of fun comments on our vacation. We had a blast. We're glad to be home, trying to get back in the norm.
Yep.
So.
And I remember when we both thought that this wasn't going to go anywhere.
I know. I thought, do you think we'll ever get 100? Wow.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I believe we might more than the what's their name? I haven't learned their name yet.
Just Keep Stitching.
Just Keep Stitching.
Yeah, thank you.
The fact that they shouted us out is amazing.
Yep.
I was not aware of how many followers they had.
I know.
And then Mom told me, and
I told them on vacation. I'm like, you guys, and they were like, what? And I said, we got shouted out, and Jeremiah's like, a shout out because we've got a lot of really great shout outs. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm like, I don't know what our subscriber count's going to do, and I couldn't believe it. I went, whoop, and I went, see, I told you.
It did.
It was both amazing. Going, okay.
I was speechless.
Yeah.
It took off faster.
For a little bit there, we were like, I don't know, do you think we'll hit 1,000? Because society makes you think you need 1,000 to be cool.
I figured we would at some point.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're gaining them as fast as we are now is kind of crazy.
So
thank you.
Thank you for all of our subscribers, and thank you for being who you are. Okay. All right. So I gotta get off of here so I can go stitch to make more content. And watch Flosstube. I showed him this morning. I said, "Look."
Yeah, it was.
It's bad when you have to go through that many.
I think you have a Flosstube addiction problem.
Yeah, and I don't watch them all.
I know.
You couldn't watch. No, you can't watch them all. It is amazing. And there's new ones all the time. And I have 4 or 5 new ones to watch because one of my groups, they're like, hey, who's on Flosstube? And I'm like, now I got to watch them. The torture. So, okay, I got to get off here. 47 minutes. That's the long one.
That's not too bad.
We will see you next Monday. Yes. I like to end it with, please love yourself. You deserve it. Find all the reasons you can to smile and laugh. You can laugh at us because we laugh at us. Yeah. Good luck stitching all the things. And see you next Monday. Bye.